be one of our shows if we didn't do a boo-boo.
Yeah, I know you did that on purpose.
I did. Hi, everyone. This is Having Fun with J&J. I'm Jenny.
I'm Jeanette.
That's Jeanette. And we are here today to give you another episode of Having Fun with J&J.
Episode 6. Yay!
I know. Like, we're almost to double digits, and we're still
I know, right? Yay.
That's awesome. First of all, we want to thank everybody. We are getting quite a number of views and interest, and that really is very exciting for us.
Like a little kid.
We are. We're like, oh my gosh, we got one more person. But we do want to thank everybody, and please share the love, share the wealth. Anyone you know who is a creator, a crafter, a maker of things, someone who uses their hands, their hearts, and their minds. That's what we say. It's kind of a all-encompassing spirit to create things that for other people and for themselves. So bring them on board. We're glad to have them. Today, I'm going to let Jeanette introduce our special guest today. So hit it, girl.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy to have this person with us today. I'm not gonna brag, but yeah, she's my daughter. Anyway, her name is Ashley Perdomo, and she is a creator with beautiful artistic, beautiful things that she does, and I'll let her explain what she does. And I just happen to be one of her customers because I just love her artistry when it comes to making the things that she's about to tell you what she makes. So I'm gonna let Ashley takes it from here. And Ashley, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Ashley. So anybody who knows me knows that I am the nail queen. I always have some type of nails on. Not to be offensive, but I have my mother's fingers.
Okay.
And my father's big palms. So I've never liked my hands without nails. I've always, to me, they look like little Vienna sausages on myself. And so it's just for me, I've always, for my self-esteem, my nails have always been, because I can see them, I can look down and see. It's always been that one thing that I like to do for myself. So it started a while back ago. I would, like everybody, go to the nail shop and get them done. Mommy-daughter dates, we go get our pedicures, our nails done, things like that. Obviously life happens and you can't afford to always go. And so I started doing them myself. So I started doing acrylic on myself. I started doing gel on myself. And it was a way to just save money, if I'm being honest. It was a way to save money and to still get what I like for me. I'm like, I don't do makeup. I don't really pay attention to my hair, but I will have some nails on. And so the way inflation has been going, of course, I've always wanted to go to nail school, but being realistic in real life, I have a 9-to-5, and most nail schools are 9-to-5. And on top of that, you got to pay. There's like not funding for it. And then whenever you do it, it's not guaranteed me. And like with everything else, and I can't survive off of $7. So it's not going to happen. So with me not having a license, I didn't want to actually do people's nails because I'm not trying to get sued. I don't know what you get because I don't have anything. So I didn't want to get sued. So I started realizing like, okay, because a lot of people would be like, oh my God, when are you going to do my nails? When are you going to do my nails? And honestly, the answer would always be never, because I don't want you to sue me. So a friend actually came and was like, well, you could make press-ons and then sell them. That way they put them on themselves. That way, if they mess up, it's their fault. They can't sue you. And so I was kind of like that. Hold on. We got something here. So I started kind of really wanting to let this be my creative outlet and start doing this. So I started first by kind of testing them out on myself, realizing what was the do's and the don'ts, and then realizing that there's actually an industry out there for people who do custom press-ons. And so now, like there's the cheap press-ons, which are kind of like the plastic, ones that people get from China.
From Dollar Tree. And from Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree, Walmart.
but don't knock them because those have helped me in a pickle. Okay, that kiss, those kiss acrylics will help you when you're in a pickle. Okay, um, but also I noticed that like nail salons they're charging $80-$90, and then in 2 days it lift anyway. So then if I want to go get one fix, it's another $15. Where I'm like, if I have a press on, I could just put some glue back on and keep moving, you know? And the way that our lives are here in America, unfortunately, it's all about saving time right now. And so I needed to do
And
what's the
money.
quickest, cheapest thing I could do. And
Yep.
so, but what I like to express in my creativity is I don't want it to be necessarily the cheap press ons, but I do want it to be affordable, but I want it to look like you had salon quality. And what people don't realize is that if you actually take care of them, they're reusable. And so if you actually take care of them and reuse them, then you can actually wear them for a good 2-3 weeks. But it's all about the
Wow.
application. It's all
Yes.
about prepping. If you do not prep properly, they will not last. You have to prep properly.
And I can be a witness to that because I have wore them and look, they're still brand new. And you can actually take them off. They will not. So these are my sets I ordered because she knows I like the baby blues and the pinks and the flowers. And then not only do you get the nails, but when you finish, I love her process. And this is, and not because she's my daughter, I'm being honest and real because, you know, she wouldn't be here if I didn't think her quality was well. You know me, I'm honest Abe here. So what you get in the package, you get this little cute package with her name on it. And then you get a video, and I love it because she sounds like a freaking commercial, but she sends a video. I know she sends a video step by step by step on what to do. So of course you get your little alcohol
Right.
swabs, and then it even has numbers so you can't get lost. Swab 1, swab 2. Then you get a little stick to push your cuticle. I mean, she tells you the whole thing. So it's nice if you hear the video and then you do it at the same time because it's pretty cool. And then you have like a little buffer. You know, this
I
is
like
exactly
that.
what they use in the saloons. Yeah, you get the little buffer. Then you get a little nail file with 2 sides. And you get the glue. So here's the glue. And I'm glad she gets the glue. And then this is the oil that you put on your cuticle. You get a little cute cuticle thing.
That's so
Oil.
adorable.
Yeah,
It
so
is.
with all of my orders, I like to give them a free little mini cuticle oil just because it's like my free gift to y'all. And like I change it up. So right now it's milk and honey scent. And then I
Ooh.
also like to include stickers, and I always write a handwritten thank you card just for
Yes.
supporting a small business. And I'm excited because now I'm finally buying things that are on brand color. So now with future orders, everything's going to be that lavender purple, which is the same color of my brand. So
Yeah.
now the file, the buffer, the cuticle pusher, everything is now that light purple. So I'm happy little by little, but I'm happy that now everything's on brand with color.
Can I say something here? So I used to have nails all the time. I lived with them. I got married, first we got married in 1979, and I had the really long ones, like the old school. And then when I had kids, I got them smaller because you have to do diapers and all that stuff. And the main thing was exactly what you said. I'd get a brand new set on, even if they were short, and I'd either snap one off or I'd get a chip and then I'd have to go back or I'd have to live with it until my next appointment. And I want to say that this is what we're talking about creativity with women entrepreneurs. Ashley saw something in what she enjoyed experiencing. She saw the bad side and she saw the good side. And she took it and created a business that was better for the consumer, you know. Like, doesn't it
Right.
happen that you're going out to dinner? It's been a whole week and your nails look fab, and you get ready to go to a special dinner and you snap the nail. And what are you going to do? Like, you're calling your nail girl and she's like, I'm sorry, I can't take you. And I'm like, but I got a snap nail. So
Yeah.
you covered, Ashley, this is just wonderful. You've covered all of the bases. Like, you provided a product, you give them an opportunity, you're training them to do it, and your work is spectacular. I've seen it you do, and they're really like they can go to subtle, like I saw the all plain ones that you did, which were just as gorgeous as the diamond encrusted ones, the little rhinestone. Kudos. It really,
Yeah.
I'd
And
never.
I think what people forget about the personals that I do is that these are custom to you. So it's going to ultimately speak about
Yes,
your personality,
that's
what you
true.
want. And then they're also going to fit you. So if you see, I offer $5 nail kits, and it's basically, mom got one.
That's what
It's
I was
basically an
going to say.
envelope, and it's literally 0 to 11. And you literally just, then you text me or send me a picture, what sizes you are, and then I'll literally go on there and pick the size specifically for you. They're made just to you, you're tailored, and it's whatever design you want. And I'm honest, if you say, oh, I want this and I can't do it, I'm going to say, it's a little above my specialty, but I can modify it, or I can do this, and you tell me. Or like my mom, she's like, I just want baby blue, do whatever you want. And then that,
Yeah.
I love those because that kind of gives me free range to be creative,
That's
So
exactly what I told her. I said, look,
yeah,
I
so
just like baby Lou. Just give me just do whatever you want. And it's love because she did send the package. I forgot to send to say that beginning part, but she sends you a little kit for $5. And I know how to, measure my fingers, and each fingernail has a number. So the number is on the finger. Right. So it's 1 through 9 or 1 through 10. And then the ones that fit, that fits on both sides, I sent a picture and I put it back, and I clicked the picture and I sent it to her. Then she comes up to you and says, okay, what do you want? And that's when I told her, just baby blue, whatever style you want to just handle it, because I love her style, and she knows me, and she gets to know her customer, and they tell her what she wants. She comes out with the designs and she sends you pictures. So I'm like, yeah, I don't like that one. Give me this one. So she really gets a lot of customer service in there. And then within the week, you get this beautiful box with her cards and everything. And I'm like, man, this is nice. And then you get the recording. And I'm like, isn't that a personal touch? You get to hear her, how to put it on. You can't make a mistake, people. I mean, unless you're not hearing right or you're not seeing, the video is really just clear, it's concise, she's doing it, you got a video audio doing, you see her doing it. So it's like, it's really easy. I had them on, like it took me about 10 minutes. It was like, tick, 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 I'm done, and that's it.
So Ashley, have you had offers? I would assume that some of the salons do not like this because it kind of gets into their business. But there are a lot of people that don't want to wear nails like forever. Maybe they are going to a wedding, or maybe they're going to something that's special, and they just want the nails for the night. And this would be a great, on the go kind of thing, where you could still have your nails and you don't have to go and because it's not cheap. Like when I stopped doing my nails, I think we're up to like 125 a set. Yeah. And I haven't had my nails done in a while, so I'm sure it's more. Yeah. And even for a fill.
And see, so I do actually have this one client who she cannot stand nails, but she loves the way they look for special events. So for her birthday, she wanted nails, and for Thanksgiving, which if you check out my page, you'll see the one that I did with the changing color pumpkin for her. I did. So included with your pack, if you don't want blue, you also get the sticky, the ones that like the old school sticky ones. So if you don't want to use glue, because that's one thing I will say is that whenever you are getting your nails done at the salon, because of the drilling, it messes up your actual nail.
Here it is.
I actually have, those.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to do it for one night, there's your solution. And I include that with every order so that you can pick.
Just like.
And then so like I have one
awesome.
who she wanted it for just her birthday, and she was actually rushing and put them on in the car really quick, and then sent me a picture later saying that they were on, because I do, if you can, I do request nail fees, which I put on my page. And so she sent me a picture later saying she was on, and then called me the next day and said, how do I get them off? And so I walked her through that.
That only shows that it's good quality, that she couldn't take them off herself. So she's calling you saying, how do you take these things off? So it just goes, and the nail is thick. Let me tell you something. They're not flimsy. They're not at all flimsy. And that's what I love about them.
I do have one customer, a repeated customer, who buys 2 sets at a time because she likes to use them, because she's using it to grow out her natural nail.
Got
because
it.
she used to get her nails done. So now she's using the press-ons to grow out her natural nail to get rid of the damage. And
Mhm.
so with her, those are actually considered thin because she's very rough with her nails. She has 3
Right.
kids. And so with her, I add a specific layer that she pays for of gel underneath before the paint to make sure that they last even longer because she does type on the computer too. So if you are a rough customer, just let me know and I'll add that extra protection on there to make sure that it's covered.
Well, that is, Jeanette is right, showing everybody that's what the nail looks like.
Yeah,
And
it's thick. It doesn't bend easy. I'm telling you, it's a really good quality.
I have to say that most women that have had acrylics or gels, even just manicures, just to go into a shop, um, they all know what it's like and what it takes. And it took me literally, after I got my nails taken off, it took me almost a year because they,
Mhm.
they've got a, you know,
Mhm.
and they've torn up my cuticles, girl. I've gone out there, and it's so funny. Like they'll take the drill and they'll nick your cuticle and you're literally bleeding. And they're like, "Oh no, it's good. It's good. You're good." I'm like, "I'm hemorrhaging here." They're like, "No, you're good." And then they slap the acrylic on it and
Burns.
and it actually stops the flow of blood. I
It
know
also
it gets,
burns.
it
It burns.
burns. It does, and this also keeps you from um, inhaling and getting. Some people get allergic to the dust, and
Mhm.
to the actual. It's not when it's solid; it's when it's liquid. When
Yeah.
it gets like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is an awesome product. I have not seen anybody do this, and like I said, um, I've been doing nails since before nails were even a cool thing. So
Yeah.
um,
What
it's
would you tell Ashley? What would you tell somebody trying to get into the nail business like you? Like they say, I wonder if she's hiring, or what would you tell them? Um, what do
I
they
would,
have to have?
you mean like wanting to start? Like what
Yeah, or
materials you need?
wanting. Yeah.
So, I
What
mean,
would you tell somebody?
actually doing nails is actually fairly inexpensive now because now before you couldn't buy stuff without a license. Now, if you go to Sally's or Amazon or like I have a local nail shop, you don't need a license to buy product now,
Hmm.
or the charms and things like that. So it's actually inexpensive now to actually start. But I guess really for me, it's always been a passion. Like I said, I started off doing my own set, and
That's right.
so
It's
learning
always
to
been like
do your dominant
that.
hand and then learning to not do your dominant hand, you learned to become ambidextrous accidentally. So you know, it just does. But now that I've kind of been wearing my own press-ons and I've kind of been, testing them out. I've been testing out different glues, testing out different theories, um, testing out what works as far as the greenies, what we call them, when you get that fungus underneath because
right.
moisture gets in, things like that. It, I realized that like I like being able to lay them out because now I can kind of create like a picture. I can be creative with the art. It's almost like a painting, like you're just making the full
Yes.
set. I'm
Yes.
nowhere near some of the people on TikTok or Instagram who literally paint like masterpieces on nails. I would
Uh-huh.
love to get there someday. But for me right now, I really want to talk to the regular people, the
Yeah.
consumers, not the ones who are charging $750 for the Mona Lisa on their nails. I just want like I just want like people who just want to feel good about themselves for a cheap price who have to get up and go to work tomorrow. That's all I want.
But you know what? That's just again, we're talking about people that are going to enjoy your art and your artistry, and
Hmm.
it provides a function, it provides something. We always want to do products that people want, need, and desire. That's the best
Mhm.
form of
Hmm.
capitalism you can have.
Yeah.
And anytime you can tweak the system, I always tell my any women that I'm talking with, even my kids, they may have something that they want to do, but they don't like a certain part of it. And I always say, well, stay in the genre, but just
Hmm.
find a different way to express
Yep.
yourself or express your business. And I
Yep.
think you've hit the nail on the head. You love the art,
Literally.
nail on the head. You I didn't even think about it. I said that sometimes. Um, so you've actually taken something that you've enjoyed and you're good at, and you've created a product that people are going to want you to desire. And I just think it's fabulous. And
Yes.
I'm I can't wait to put you out there and share you with the world. So
I
Yes.
appreciate that.
And
I
where can
really
we
do it with a lot of love.
Yes.
yes.
Where can we find you, Ashley? If people wanted to reach out to
So,
you, say that information. Where can we find you? Like, I want her nails. I want to get in touch with Ashley. You know, where can I find you?
So I don't currently have a website because I'm a mom and a wife, and let's be real, I don't want to set up something that I know I'm not going to keep up with. So right now I am on Instagram at New Nails by Ashley, but it's nails with a Z, and new is NU. So trying to play to the cool kids. So it's New Nails by Ashley. So NUNAILZ by Ashley. And then just DM me if you're interested. And I actually do a lot of my business through the DM and messaging through there. I kind of get to know your character. What do you prefer? Because now there's all different shape sizes, what colors, what, inspirational pics send me that you want. And then I kind of just go from there and we kind of figure out, or you need it for an event, you want this regular, and just, everything starts off at $35. That's the base price, the baseline, free shipping, $5 nail kits. And then we just go up depending on length and style and then go from there.
That's right. They do come in different lengths. You do the long ones. You also do the mediums, and then you do the active wear.
Short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one I always get.
Ashley, I have to say we're winding down a little bit, but this is just, my own personal opinion. I think you're going to have to branch out to another platform, because I really think, and this is all part we talk, Jeanette and I talk about this all the time about expansion, because we get comfortable in our little world, and we got to decide whether we're going to stay there or we're going to move forward. But I see this as special events, designing for weddings. Like if you get a wedding party and some of the girls don't, the brides are very particular now. And they might want all their bridesmaids to have some type of nail, where the bridesmaids really don't want to do that. Like they don't want to have the nails. And so this would be a great bridal party. It could be all designed, baby shower as a kick, anniversaries, birthdays. So we're going to work on you a little bit and see what we can do. But gosh, I'm so very impressed. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
I know.
It's about remembering the content. If I'm being honest, I have a TikTok, but God, I forget to record.
I know.
I get so in the zone and I'm just doing it. And then afterwards I'll remember to take a picture and I'm just like, crap, I forgot to record my process.
If you went on TikTok, I have to tell you that that's your genre, the younger women. And you might get a little bit overwhelmed. So you might be kind of psychologically thinking, I don't know, I can do all nails at once.
Yeah. That's what I think. She's holding her own success back because
and I can be honest, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and she's probably not really going out there, because I have a feeling that once we post and then we spread the word, of course, because we're going to share your link to the Instagram and your information so they can go ahead and call you and message you. And let me tell you something, if she starts getting nails, you don't know where this might be going. You could be like, oh my gosh, get ready, because you'll be excited.
I was even nervous to do this, if I'm being honest.
I know.
She was like, Mom, why? I said, because you have a gift and that gift needs to be shared. And I want to see you successful. If anything, I want to see her like me, independent, doing her own business, getting out there. She maybe draws a line. Ashley New Nails, New Nails by Ashley all over the States. I mean, come on.
I love the ambition.
She was an international star, so you might as well just forget it. It's over. You gotta give it up. It's already on its way.
I would love, honestly, I would love nothing more than to just paint nails all day. I would. But right now, having a full-time job, raising a son, being a wife, cooking, I'm trying to lose weight. Who isn't? I'm trying to do everything. So right now, I kind of sacrifice my sleep. And on the weekends is when I'll do 3 or 4 orders at a time. That way I can just get them shipped and everything. But that's where we all start.
Have you ever thought of getting a protege?
Huh?
Have you ever thought of getting a
No,
protege, teach somebody?
no, I don't want a
Okay.
protege because I wanted to be my art. I wanted to be my heart. What?
Yeah. See,
It's New Nails by
now
Ashley, not New Nails by
this,
Ashley and others.
it's not a problem, but artists have a hard time doing that because even though the person might be very good, it's not what they
Right.
it's not what they would do. And so
Mhm.
anytime you put yourself, I could, you could probably teach me, Jeanette, to do your resins and stuff, but it wouldn't be your style. And so you're going to go,
Right.
she did that right. So it's really hard for that. But what you can do, Ashley, is build a support staff around you that does, sorry, the crap that you don't want to do, like the postings, the
Yep.
marketing
Yeah.
aspect of it. Maybe have someone keep up with your orders,
Yep.
as
Yeah.
opposed to you having to do that.
That's what
So
I meant. Yeah.
there's ways to get you assistance. You could do a barter thing, like maybe
Mm.
Yeah.
really likes the nails, and you could say, look, for a couple hours a week, you want a couple of dozen nails or whatever. But there's ways to get around that because I
Oh,
understand that it's when your name's on it,
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably have to. I was kind of thinking along the lines of that. My 10-year-old niece is amazing with editing.
Child
I'm such an
labor,
old soul.
wonderful thing.
I am such an old soul.
It's a wonderful thing. They cheat. They work for Cheetos. It's Marv.
So I'm sure with her, I could probably be like, "Hey, I'll give you a free set for every post." Like, But I do need to do that. And yes, I probably am a little. I can be honest and say I literally am a little scared of the success because I just don't know how I would juggle that. If I'm being honest, and I don't want anything to slip in any other area of my life because obviously work is what's paying the bills, wife, my marriage, and being a mom and
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But
Right.
it is a passion, and I would love to be able to do this full time. But
Yeah.
Just hold on to your chair because it'll all happen and it'll all reveal itself in time. But it's been such a pleasure to have you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
It has been.
It's amazing, and we're gonna put you out there and maybe have you back on and see how you're doing. And Jeanette and I have other things that we haven't planned.
We lost contact.
You lost.
But,
So, are you gonna stay with us,
can.
honey, or are you
Thank you
gonna?
for coming on. Yeah, we lost.
Yeah, no worries. I do have
She's gonna go back to
my
work.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
So, but thank you guys so much for having me, and I would love to come back whenever you're ready.
We will have you,
Okay.
girl.
Thank you.
All right. Take
All
care.
right.
Bye. All right. Bye-bye.
All
All
right.
right. Me and you.
Well, let me go ahead and before we run out of time, of course, you know
Yeah.
how I love to do my word of the day. And
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
exactly on the topic, that we're going to do. So mine is going to be, today's topic is don't give up. And let us not lose heart and grow weary and faint in acting nobly and doing right. For in due time and at the appointed season we shall reap. If we do not loosen and relax our courage or faint, Galatians 6:9. No matter how bad the condition of your life or your circumstances, don't give up. Regain the territory the devil has stolen from you. If necessary, regain it 1 inch at a time, always leaning on God's grace and not on your own ability to get desired results. In Galatians 6:9, the Apostle Paul simply encourages us to keep on keeping on. Don't be a quitter. Don't have the old I give up spirit. God is looking for people who will go all the way through with him. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they will not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned or scorched, nor will the flame kindle upon you. Isaiah 43:2. Whatever you may be facing or experiencing right now in your life, I'm encouraging you to go through it and not to give up. It's easy to quit. It takes faith to get through.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that. Love
Yes.
that.
And
That's
that
exactly
is
right.
yes.
And Ashley said it. Ashley's the epitome of the young women creators that we are running into. They
Mm-hmm.
have kids, they have a job, they have a spouse, they have their house, they have cooking and cleaning and errands and doctor's appointments, and they have a passion.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to meld all of it together. And she really is, she really is very talented. And what she created, basically out of whole cloth,
Mm.
is amazing. And
Yeah, and the fact that she came out, she came out like me. She said she has my hands. So it's funny that out of looking at her hands, knowing that what she wanted, she took something basic and made it into a business. Who would have
and
thought?
that's awesome.
It is like,
Awesome.
what? Okay, so that brings us
Okay.
to today's program. We thank you. And oh my gosh, I've had an exciting day. It was a pleasure having the guest Ashley Perdomo on the line. And we will be back next week with another guest.
Yes, we will. And we have a surprise for y'all. It's going to be, but we might have something else for y'all too. So we're working on it, and we will announce it, I think, at our next show. So stay tuned. You might have more of us than you want, but we think you can always do with another half hour of us, maybe. But
Yeah.
so, okay, everybody, have a great day. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Right, Jeanette?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Say goodbye.
Bye.